Okay, let's make a start with your IELTS speaking test. My name is Asad Yaqub, and we are going to start off with your speaking test. Do you work or study? What do you do?
I'm a professional and I'm a doctor by profession, so I'm a
Okay, that's good. So let's make a start. Tell me about your hometown.
okay. I belong to a town which is near to the district Bahawalnagar, and its name is Chishtiya, which people may call it Chishtiya Sharif too, because there are a lot of tombs there of some old people. So that's the place where I belong to.
Okay, what do you like about your hometown?
Uh, I have been living here in Lahore from so long. I was quite young when I was living in my hometown. So there is not anything that I admire about my town that much. But I think there is a thing that people there know each other very well, and that's not here in Lahore. We can't know each other, and we don't even know our neighbors that much. And that's the thing I like about my town.
All right, do you still have any friends in your hometown?
I do have a friend of mine, which is my best friend, but I'm not in contact with her anymore because she is married now. So
Okay, let's go on. What kind of bills do you have to pay?
we have to pay utility bills like electricity bills, gas bill, internet bills, and I like to pay it by banking app. So that is more convenient for me.
Okay, how do you usually pay your bills, like in cash or another method?
Oh, I like to pay my bills through a banking app, which is always in my phone, because it is really very convenient for me, and I don't need to go to the bank and to wait in a long queue. So I prefer using banking apps.
Okay, have you ever forgotten to pay a bill?
Oh yeah, a lot of times I forgot to pay my bills because it's sometimes I'm due to my busy schedule, and while I'm at work, so I forgot to pay my bill. So I have to pay it later by a fine.
Okay, is there anything you could do to make your bills cheaper?
Oh yes, we can do a lot of things to make our bills cheaper and to make it in a economic way. Whether if we'll take example of electricity bill, to make it more cheaper, we can use less electricity in our homes. We need to turn off the excessive lights which are turned on. So that's the thing I can recommend.
Okay, that is the end of your IELTS speaking part 1. We move on to IELTS speaking part 2. You will have to talk about the topic for 1 to 2 minutes. You have 1 minute to think about what you are going to say. You can make some notes to help you if you wish. This is your topic, and here is pen and paper.
Thank you.
All right, you will now have to speak on this topic for 1 to 2 minutes.
Well, in my quarantine period, we have been through a very hectic time. That is COVID-19, and in that time, I learned to prepare cake baking to make my quarantine useful. During in usually I'm very busy person. I have a very busy schedule, so I don't get time to enjoy my daily routines and daily life. So that was the time I thought I should make it useful for myself, and I tried to learn something to bake. As in my family, I belong to a desi family, and my mother knows how to cook all the desi dishes and all, but there was no one in my family who knows how to bake. So that was a thing I thought I should go for it, and I used YouTube videos, which was very useful for me to make to bake a cake. And I tried it again and again to make it perfect for myself. I baked a cake for my mother on a Mother Day, and she was very happy, and that feeling gave me immense and bunch of joy that she loved that my daughter baked it for myself with her own hands. And so that's the thing I learned to bake. I'll call it that I learned to cook. I know how to cook, but I didn't know how to bake before that. So that was the thing. I felt very blessed when I made a cake for my mother, and that was the only time when I felt that she is prouding on me. That
Okay, thank you. Now we move on to IELTS speaking part 3. What kind of things can children learn to cook?
Oh, I think mothers should tell their child or their children that how to cook in a very early age, so that whenever they have to go out in the future, or they have to go somewhere where there is no one whom they can who can cook for them, so that would be the thing that children.
Okay, do you think it is important for children to learn to cook?
Oh yes, I think it is really very important for both genders, even male and female, to learn how to cook. That would be very good for both of the genders, because whenever they are going somewhere, they're moving abroad or they're living in a hostel, if they know how to cook, they can make themselves anything if they want to eat.
Okay, do you think young people should learn to cook at home or at cooking schools?
I think that depends on a person's own wish. If someone wants to cook, wants to learn to cook on a professional level, I think then he or she should join the cooking school. But if this is for normal cooking or something, I think mother is the only person who can make her children learn very well.
Okay, how enjoyable do you think it would be to work as a professional chef?
Oh, I've never thought about it before, but being a professional chef would be very amazing, I think. You can learn a lot of new cuisines, you know how to cook new cuisines, and that would be very interesting in my perception.
Okay, what skills does a person need to be a great chef?
Oh, for being a great chef, I think there should be some qualities of in my perception, I think for being a great chef, I have never thought about it before, so that is a bit difficult to me to think about the qualities of a great chef. I think for being a great chef, there should be the qualities of tasting and to taste the food, and so that by tasting you can tell that what is lacking in that food.
Okay, how much influence do celebrity or TV chefs have on what ordinary people cook?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
How much influence do television chefs have on what ordinary people cook?
I think that influence that celebrities or chefs have on people ordinary cook is very less. As well, I'm not into very much into cooking shows and all, but I have seen some movies in which there were something about cooking and cooking competitions, and from that, this is the thing I only.
Okay, that's good. That's the end of your IELTS speaking test. Now I would like to give you some feedback. Okay, overall it's very good. You handled the questions very well. The good thing is that you're speaking fluently, your accent is very good, but there are minor grammatical mistakes. As you talk, sometimes we call them slips. So there are some slips. If we talk about part 2, you handled the topic well. You spoke for 1 minute 40 seconds, which is a very good time. And in part 3, you had issues with understanding of the question.
Yeah.
So if you do not understand the question, or if you do not have the answer, try to, as you said, well, I don't know about that. Cooking is not my cup of tea. I don't know much about it. So you need to speak 4-5 sentences, and then examiner will move on to the next question. But overall, your performance is quite good. The way you spoke, this may bring you between 7 to 7.5 band in actual IELTS exam, right? Thank you so much. All the best, guys. Thank you so much. I also teach IELTS online all over the world and in campus here in Lahore. If you wish to be the part of my online or in-campus IELTS classes, my WhatsApp number is given. You can contact me for that. Asad Yaqub with Arooj, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Arooj, I'm really thankful to you. Yeah, that
so much,
you were willing to make this video with me, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye-bye. Allah Hafiz.